Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. My computer's going weird. Weird error messages. It peed down with rain, made my hair go a bit crystal tips. Now the sun has broken through, and then we've got loads of banging from across the road. Welcome to Gemstone Tarot. Oof. It's a smorgasbord. A smorgasbord of everything. I can't remember if I told you when this is for, but I think it's for Thursday the 16th. And we are just finishing our list of teeny weeny things. Teeny weeny. Leia is here again. Hi Leia. We've got a jumper on the bed. Everything's going on. I'm just about to go and catch the post, which makes me sound about 100. I must just go and catch the post. Sending a parcel to the boy of all the things that he forgot when he left in a hurry the other day, and I went, have you got everything? Have you got everything? Have you got your phone charger? And he went, yeah Mum, I've got everything. And then of course the texts start pouring in. So I am boxing it up and sending it on in a moment, catching the post. Now we ended with souffle cup or souffle cup. Okay, table. The flat upper surface of such a gemstone. This is the flat upper surface. I need to do my roots actually. Tang. The tongue of a serpent, also the sting of an insect and the end of a tape measure. I'll come to mama. That is amazing. And in a way, like, I don't get too upfront and personal with snakes, as the actress said to the bishop, but when you look at that metal bit on the end of the tape measure, especially if you're like me and you try and measure and it's like wanging around all over the joint, and what about the tape measure? It does look like sort of that serpent's tongue thing. I love that. Mind the tang. That's what you're going to say to someone next time you're measuring. Throat. The triangle shaped section in the middle of the tennis racket between the head and the handle. Come on. I love that because you do hold the racket when you're in ready position. You sometimes do catch your finger over the top of that for security. The thrust tube. The mechanism that releases the ink chamber in a ballpoint pen. That reminds me actually, I did. See, I was using a Sharpie for the boy and I thought I'd been a real me and not put it back in the pot, but I put it back in the pot. Whatever next. Tittle. The dot above a lowercase I or J. Tit for short. Tuck. The end of a cigar, also known as the foot. Vamp, the part of a boot or shoe that covers the front of the foot. Oh, I love that. I love like shoemaking and stuff. Vibrace, a zoological term for a cat's whiskers or other bristly hairs that grow around an animal's mouth. Watch pocket, the small pocket on a pair of jeans. Oh, I love that pocket. Also known as a coin pocket or a frontier pocket. I'm quite liking the frontier pocket. Here's £1 from your Asda trolley. I will put it in my frontier pocket. Just a moment. And the Zarf, Z-E-D-R-F, protective sleeve on a takeaway coffee cup. Those were the best. That dictionary of small things was the best. Next we've got diets, which is probably the worst, but we'll see. We will see. Today we're using, among other things, the Acacia Oracle, which is a bit of a weird oracle that I got a little while ago and haven't quite got my head around yet, but that's all right. It's got this on the inside, which I think is that like an Icarus situation? Might not be. Any thoughts, anybody? Yeah, she reads, she cries. I know that you have a thought about that. I don't know how I know, but I know, so tell me your thought. Okay. Other thing is, which I didn't notice because I'm me, it's also on the back of the card. Right, I really do need to wash and sort my hair out. It is It's ropey. Literally, it's kind of Alanis Morissette mid-argument. Or Alanis Morissette adjacent, shall we just call it that? Right then, I can't say this either. The Acacia Oracle. Acacia Oracle. Oh, yes. Now, they're all kind of flowers. And as well as not being able to identify many animals, I can also not identify many flowers. Although I can identify more than I used to be able to, now that I'm an old lady and everything. Right, we're going to have 4 of these actually. So let's put you there, let's put you there. And I'll have one off the bottom as the Opera said. Ooh. And we did that tree the other day. So, not all nice cards. Let's start with the overall card. I've got 5 altogether, which is the Imposter. And for some reason that one of you may tell me, the sunflower is the Imposter. Now, I'm assuming that sunflowers maybe take over a bed. Am I right? I don't know. Because as you know, my only experience of the sunflower is the neighbourhood sunflower growing competition, which nobody said anything, but I think I just naturally kind of, what's the word? When you come out of it, you're out of the running, you know, exited the competition through sheer incompetence. So, Imposter. What is your imposter? What's getting in the way? Is it a who? Is it a what? Is it a why? Is it a when? Hooters. And very interestingly, owning happiness. Blue perennial cornflower. So I'm assuming with a cornflower, not in my garden, but in someone else's proper garden, that if you plant it, it comes up every year and you don't have to keep planting it, which is like if you plant the right seeds, happiness will grow. That's my happiness will grow. Happiness will grow. Okay. Then we also have this one, undertaking. Now, I don't think they mean on the road where you know, overtake in the left lane or in the right lane if you're in America or somewhere. Daffodil. Me, big fan of a daffodil. Big fan of a daffodil. So for me, undertaking is like the work. This card refers to the future, personal or professional achievements to come, to what you want, and to births, creation, and to new things. The undertaking is a card focused on what is to come, and it urges you to look forward, as daffodils symbolise fresh new beginnings. And I definitely think that because, at least, you know, I only know the UK countryside, but once you start to see the daffodils, you know, you're out of that whole winter malaise. There is some kind of hope. And I'm going to say as well, because of the yellow on that card with the sunflower and the imposter, and the yellow on this card, that you may mistake a daffodil for a sunflower. In other words, you may mistake an undertaking or a task or a forward motion thing for an imposter. Then we get this, which is gorgeous. Lily of the Valley, minging fragrance that we used to get off the Avon lady. Let me know if any of you ever had the Avon lady. Back in the day when I was little, the Avon lady used to come to our house. She's called Andrea, and she used to know my parents. We used to give her a cup of tea. It was very neighbourly, and you would sometimes get the gossip on who had ordered what. You know, like Mrs. Roberts from number 5 has ordered some honeysuckle body lotion, don't you know? You know, that kind of thing. And it was also the only way that I could get to wear makeup is that the Avon lady would be like, oh, Gemma can get a lip gloss. Yes, that would be a beautiful colour on you, you know, sort of get it past my parents. So, Lily of the Valley, which I'm sure smells nice in real life, but can be a very unfortunate scent when done wrong synthetically. Ignoring that, it's professional. So, this could be a Professional technically means you get paid for doing a hobby, I think, or get paid for doing something. But it doesn't have to just be that. You do it well, okay? So there's something getting in the way of you owning your undertaking and doing it well. And then finally, and we had this one in the book, you know, when we have the funny trees. Oh, for God's sake. Is it the tree for this month? No, we're doing the willow, aren't we? Ogham calendar is what I mean. I think it was the one for March. If I'm right about that, I'll be amazed. I'm not. And I'm not amazed. Okay, when was this? When was the bugger then? Okay, no, hang on. Excuse me. Yes. It was bloody March. New moon on the 19th of March. So think back to what you were doing then, if you don't mind. Look how it all comes together. Grounding. That's the answer, okay? Be deeply rooted. I'm going to show you the cards, if I can, if my camera's working. Oh, it is. I've had some real jiggery-pokery going on my camera at the moment. They're a bit white and light, so you can't really see them as much as I would like you to, but those are the cards, including our imposter card. Who, I won't put him there because you're not going to see him. There he is. Interesting. Let me know your thoughts, okay? And do check out my situation board video, which I will put underneath. It's a new type of video that I have conjured up and I'm secretly very happy with. It will be underneath if you want to have a look at that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.